those that don't know, I have a main channel that has 300 some thousand subscribers, something like that, 327. And basically it's just me with 3D animation, and I just tell stories. I write stories, and I animate them, and I combine Adobe Premiere, Photoshop, Blender, and a little bit of ChatGPT, depending if I need characters like this, and then I put them in the animations like so. And so that's mostly what this channel is going to be about. I'm just going to be animating and yapping about my day and all that crap. So let's see where I was. This is where I left off last night. This is a story about a guy that had liver surgery.
This guy just got liver surgery, but because he forgot his doctor's note, his boss wasn't going to pay him. So he got an idea.
Okay, I don't know if the volume, I don't know if you can hear that. I don't even know if it's important for you to hear. But this guy just got liver surgery, but he forgot his doctor's note, so his boss wasn't going to pay him, so he got an idea. Let's see where this camera is at. Like, basically, this is kind of what my scenes look like. I just build a little square box for a room, unless it's outside, and then that gets a little more complicated, but I'm sure one day I'll have another animation like that, and I'll get more into it. But cutting out everything else just to see what is safe. Sorry, some of the settings that I will mess with. I know my face is covering, but oops. Shit, is this German keyboard? Yeah, so that is there. Okay. Yeah, I'm operating off two computers. The one you're seeing is my main one, and then the one that's recording me is a second laptop, and I got like HDMI cables running to it, so it's a little bit of a funky system. I would like to figure out how to get the audio run to it, but you know, why rush it? You know what I mean? Why rush it? Okay, here, this is where it's at.
This guy just got liver surgery, but because he forgot his doctor's note, his boss wasn't going to pay him. So he got an idea.
Something I'm always trying to pay attention to is something called the eye line, which is like kind of where my head is right now. If you're doing like widescreen stuff, usually like right where my eyes are right now is the eye line. It's like the top third. But for vertical, you try to keep everything center, and if you can't, like if you have two characters, you should at least keep the eyes like right around this area. I keep wiping my damn nose. Like, you ever have just one of those situations where it seems like, God damn it, be right back. You ever have a runny nose that just will not stop? And it's like not even that annoying. Well, it's super annoying. It's just not even that runny. It's just like this tiny little bit right in the front that you keep like wiping, and it's like, damn it, I'm getting gross here. Okay. Paper towels to the rescue. All right, so yeah, my eye line is usually like a little. Imagine there's a line right up here and then a line here. I try to keep all of the focal points in that, whether it's like an object or my eyes or the character's eyes or whatever the viewer needs to be looking at. I try to keep up there, because right in the center are where subtitles are going. And here, I'll just show you an example. Yeah, I put the subtitles a little low on this one. But where the eye line is right now, it's at the magnet, because that's what I want people to see. And then magnet is staying in that area. I try to follow it as much as I can. Right around here, it's so close there's nothing really to focus on. I'd assume that the viewer would go to the caption, and then I am in the eye line right there. You kind of get the idea. See, the eyes kind of stay. So the viewer's not searching where to go. That's the thing. You want to make watching your content as seamless and as easy as possible. So I imagine that like where my mouse is the eye line.
This guy just got liver surgery, but because he forgot his doctor's note, his boss wasn't going to pay him. So he got an idea. This guy just got liver surgery.
Maybe it's a little lower, but you get the idea. All right, so I pretty much got all that done. I'm gonna go ahead and export this bad boy. Today I woke up and you know, like you do every day, hopefully. And I saw this notification from Jack's Films. Not like you sent me a message or whatever, but it was like why I stopped going to VidCon. That's what the notification was. He uploaded a new video, and I swear to God, in my tired haze, I thought it said why I stopped taking Vicodin because it looked like you said Vicodin, and so yeah, that was an interesting, surprising wake up surprise. You know what I mean. Shut up. You know what I mean. God, how long does it take to friggin' open Premiere? Probably a long time when I got everything else running. Sometimes it takes forever. I actually, you know, I think it has to do with the amount of monitors connected to one laptop. I've got three and the laptop screen on that one, and then I'm sending signals over to another laptop. Because when I take off my monitors, actually, I can just kind of show you while this loads. If I just open up Droid Cam, will it automatically jump to it? Yep, sure did. Cool. Here, let me full screen it. So, yeah, here's one monitor. Here's another. Here, oh, hey, Premiere! Woo! There's that one, and then this is my. I'm kind of trying to record stuff as I make it computer. So yeah, that's the situation I got going on right now. If I hit stop, will it just change back to the ZV1? Yep, there we go. Sweet. Awesome. All right, that was a lot easier than I expected to show people what I want to show them. All right, this one was 6 shorts because there was like 6 that I recorded, and this is number 2 that I'm doing. Tried to do easier ones just to kind of get them out of the way. Like I did one, the most recent one was about this guy getting cheated on, and it was all in his bedroom, so I like quickly knocked it out, and then now I'm moving on to the second easiest one. One of the hardest ones is about Walmart, about this guy that got overcharged for avocados. I think it's like over here, and I'm not even showing you my screen. Anyway, yeah, so I believe I'm on this one right now.
This guy just got liver surgery.
Yep, that's liver surgery. All right, let me go ahead and create a new sequence. Call it liver. Call that liver. Okay, I'm not screwing around. Change sequence settings for sure. Why does it say fit if it's not making it fit? Bullshit. Alright, 1080 by 1920, just because it didn't want to do it on its own. There. Alright, so I need the audio for these, but not the video. This is kind of how I bring the animations into Premiere. Let me get rid of this annoying thing here. Just right click, make sure I'm actually showing it. Import. And where did I save that to? Liver. I always do like animation, and then the first one is folder 1, and then I got a shitload of pictures. And I just click on the first one and make sure this little box is checked here. And then there it is. I can drag it in, and there's my animation. And because I do it at 60 frames per second, but export at 30, I think that's how I'm doing it. I don't know. For some reason, it's always double the time that it needs to be. So, just have to multiply it by 200.
This guy just got liver surgery, but because he forgot his doctor's note, his boss wasn't going to pay him. So he got an idea.
Okie doke. All right, that part is done. What's next?
Next day, he walks into his boss's office, and he pulls out a bag with a liver in it and starts shaking it in his boss's face.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close this. I've already got these Johns exported to bring them into Premiere. So office is the boss's office. All right, so what is going on with his eye there? Oh my god. It's fucking nightmare fuel. All right, let's bring John in first just to see where he goes. So that would be number 2, I believe. Wait a second. Didn't I already do this? I guess I didn't. You know, I was thinking about having like on screen the buttons that I press. I don't know if you guys want that. Let me know, and I'll try to figure it out. I know that there's something for Blender that can show screen keys or something like that, but not for everything because I drag it into Premiere and then Photoshop or whatever. All right, I'm looking pretty dark in here because I don't have any light on me. Put myself under the light or back me up, but I might not want to do that. First, let's see where the audio sits, which means I need to drag it in. I just had a damn Pepsi. Won't you gentlemen have a Pepsi? Okay, that's liver 2. Liver King. There. Disconnect this. Otherwise, when I export it, it'll just show that video. 357 frames. Goodness. So many things. 357. I just realized all the things that I would love to explain to you, but if I did every little thing, then I'd never get any work done. So I guess you're just going to have to keep watching videos and figure it out as I go. All right.
Next day, he walks into his boss's office.
I need to sync to audio.
To his boss's office, and he pulls out.
Next day he walks into. Okay, so I am over here. I actually had this drawn out. Wait. No. Well, the way I had it planned out is I'm standing here, I'm looking at the guy that walks into the office, which would be like a door right here. But what if I put myself behind the desk to start zooming out from? Which would be kind of cool. Damn, what if I was in the chair? That'd be kind of cool too. And then I'll put the door right here instead. Let me keep that first. And then let's go look for a door on BlenderKit. I use... I pay for this service called BlenderKit to speed things up. Can I model things? Yeah, but it takes a while. Why did I search BlenderKit? I said it out loud. But like, they have all these pre-made assets, and like, I think it's really cool to support them, and I highly recommend it. I would love to get sponsored by them just to keep pushing their content or pushing their product. What's the button? There's the button. All right. Yeah, that's kind of like an office door, right? You can kind of see into it. It reminds me of like a school door, but I just want it to be open. Open door policy on this guy. Oh my god, how many times do I have to click? Fuck you. There we go. And then let's just squeeze this back to the regular size. Whatever. All right. Then the floor can extend beyond because it's not like it would stop there. Let me correct the face attributes so it doesn't fuck up the texture. You know what? Now that I've got this built, there's a part where he leaves this office and he goes out into, I don't know what you call it in a bullpen. I've heard that term, but I don't know if that's the correct term. But it's where everybody else works. And maybe I could build it off of this exact scene instead. Let's see how far I got on that one real quick. I called it bigger office. I think I just dragged like one asset. So yeah, I didn't even do any work on this. So, like John would walk out, or John, the character would walk out and start shaking it in people's faces. But I've actually got a picture of that might change the way that I model the scene. And sometimes I'll do that. Like, for example, I had ChatGPT generate up some pictures of him putting. By the way, the bag will have. I'm gonna Photoshop a liver in there. Like yeah, he's holding a liver in these people's faces. And so, yeah, now that I'm seeing this, I might simplify the bullpen or whatever, because it's like these people are just sitting there looking at him. The way that I imagined it is it was the back of their head and them looking up while he's like holding it, and they're at their desk, you know. But I don't know. Well, I'll figure that out as I get there. So, bum, 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 bum. There's this weird ass song on Instagram. Maybe it's on YouTube Shorts. Uh, where it's like this mom leaving a voicemail, but it's all done in like vocoder piano, where you can like the notes that you hold are the notes that like come through on your like Imogen Heap. I don't know if you know her, but she does the "What You Say" song, and so she used the same type of piano. Anyway, I keep hearing this thing over and over, and it's like, "Hello, it's your mom. Are you coming home?" But it's like super duper creepy, and there's this underlying like bum 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 like going on the entire time. It's creepy. It's creepy, man. It's fucking weird. All right, so this dude walks in. Beep, 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 beep. Here's my fucking liver. Pay me. Huh. Okay. Let's go ahead and drag that door. Drag that door. The it's the wall is like super thin, so it's like fucking things up. Let me just thicken that wall up. Duplicate. Good enough. All right, let's start where John is to see how this goes. Where is my camera? Whoop. Oh my god, the caps lock. What the? Tell me, when was the last time you used that fucking key, the caps lock? Like what purpose is it serving anymore? Everybody just uses shift, am I right? Or they'll just double shift if they're using your phone. And why? Why do you exist? You're on everything and I never use you. I fucking hate caps lock. Its only purpose is to get in my fucking way. Fuck you. Okay. Anyway. And just years of accidentally hitting caps lock just finally caught up with me. Whoa, it's like I don't have any legs. Okay. 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 Let's do this. There's too much noise going on. Is there like a... Something is up with this material here. I'm seeing a lot of like volumetric shit going on. Sometimes you'll see a little spark, like when I get this close, all this surrounding noise and stuff, it's not something I'm used to seeing, and I don't know if it's this ambient occlusion shit. No. Wait. Nope, that's not it. but I don't like it. But let me see what it looks like when I render it. Well, okay, all right, it's not really noticeable. In fact, I look worse than the environment, so it's cool. Whatever. Okay, let's play.
Next day, he walks into his box.
All right, so I'm gonna start with me on the eye line, or my eyes at the eye line. Let's go ahead and, you know, man, I wish. Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna do something a little nifty, and I want to move myself to show you what I'm doing. So this little passapartout thing down here, it allows me to just only see what the camera's seeing, or I can see outside the camera, like the peripheral. And so I use it all the time, but I always have to like go and find it. And if you just right click and add to quick favorites, then all I gotta do is hit Q and then click it. Yeah, sweet. What the hell is this set inverse thing? I've never. Oh, it must be. What the hell? What the hell? Oh, okay. Never mind. If I'm in edit mode, I just added one yesterday, correct face attributes, which basically, if you don't have that on and you move the here, I'll just show you, actually. Here's a good example. If I have it off and I want to drag one end, it'll like stretch the texture, like you see all the squares moving. But if I have it on, then it will like repeat the texture, and so you don't have to worry about stretching it. And yeah, that's what that is. If you ever use Blender, over in the in menu over here, it's as long as you're in edit mode, it's in tool, options, correct face attributes. That's what that is right there. Yeah, I don't know why people would be watching this video. Maybe it's just to hear me fucking talk shit or whatever, but if you're trying to learn Blender, I hope that helps you. Okay, let's insert a keyframe there.
Next day, he walks into his box.
Okay, I feel like my eyes are too high, so just bring it up. Okay.
Next day, he walks into his boss.
Okay, that's fine. Let's see, and then
Next day, he walks.
I think it's a little too fast.
Next day, he.
Actually.
Next day, he walks.
No, okay, it's fine. All right, as soon as I look over to the left, I want the camera to switch over so I can get rid of those. Oh shit, I just realized I'm not back where I need to be. The next day, he walks into his boss's office. Oh, wrong way. All right, here is where I need one thing ChatGPT made. I kept asking it to put his hand in his butt. That's not what I was asking. I kept asking him to put his hand under his jacket, like he's pulling out the bag, and it kept like, first it had him holding the jacket like this, then it had him putting his hand under his shirt, which is weird, but I don't care. This is fine. Man, the one where his hand is under his shirt looks so much worse than the one, like, look at the wrinkles on his jeans. It's so much better looking. I had a big issue with ChatGPT last night because it kept making things look really, really good, and then it would put, like, this cartoon stupid filter over it, and I don't know if it's, like, Dolly doing that on purpose to avoid looking like a person or something, but I kept trying to get it to do it right. It wouldn't. Eventually it did something that was good enough, and I'm like, all right, fuck it. Just remember this. Whoa. I just got a notification on my phone John and Joe one-on-one. I guess that was from my job at vidIQ. I guess this would have been a day that we had a one-on-one. I'm gonna hit him up, see if he wants to do it. Yeah, that'll be funny. He'll get a kick out of that. Where is he? Ew, what the fuck was that? Oh, I know what that was, and it was you. You wanna skip this one-on-one today? Yeah, we'll see what he says. I think he'll get a kick out of that. I don't have access to the Slack anymore, so I can't send him a direct message.
Next day, he walks into his boss.
All right. I could like do this thing in Photoshop where I switch his feet, and when he walks, it like. You know what? Yeah, screw it. Let's do that. No, it's gonna take too much time. I'm just gonna have him be hopping in.
Message on your phone.
Message on your phone. He said, "You son of a bitch." Oh shit! Oh shit! Hell yeah! All right, check it out. I don't know how much of this I can show, but I can say that my shed that I've been trying to put in the backyard has finally gotten approved by the HOA. And this has been like 2 months long of emails going back and forth. No, you can't put it there. That's the drainage easement. And you can't put it over there. You can't have it in the corner. You can't put it sideways, like just all these different things. No, that's not the door. That doesn't match your house good enough. You can't have a tin roof. You have to have a wooden. I don't know. Just all these different stupid ass rules, and it finally got approved. And it got approved because we put it in a spot that's going to look totally terrible because we just had a fence put in, and it's going to be right up against the fence but sideways. So it's like we made it. Either way, it's their mistake. I'm getting a shed. I'm getting a shed. Guys, I'm getting a shed. Aw, shed. Alright, let's get back to Woik. Alright, dude walks in. And I'm just gonna try to do this here. So, as I play, I'll try to make him hop in.
Into his boss's office, and he
Okay. How fast was that? Let's see.
into his boss's office. And
No, that's fine.
the next day, he walks into his boss's office, and
I'm fine with the movement, but I want him to be walking over there, so let's not change anything, but add a little bit of a delta skew. What is it? Nope. It would be Y. Yeah.
into his boss's office. And he pulled to his boss's office, and he
There's Delta over yonder.
into his boss's office, and he to his boss's office, and he
Okay, that's fine. As long as I follow it with the camera. Should I make him look tall?
into his boss's office, and he pulled
Okay, I think that's fine. Now I just need to add some walls in the background. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go ahead and select this material, whatever the hell it is, material 1. Okay. 1. Oh, damn. I'm going to need the ceiling to go all the way. Whoops. Yeah, buddy. Let me just do this and this and extend this over there. See how this goes. All right. Yeah, now it kind of looks like an office. Let me get rid of OG there. And I just need to add some lights in the background. Damn it. Lights. Lights. All right, I will do that here in a second. All right, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. It's bathroom time. And so I'm back. So I was just thinking, a lot of this, these are going to be really long recordings. Get this fan off the mic. And I guess the only people that will be watching these, at least for now, are probably the people in the Discord. So you guys just got to tell me, like, does it need to be shortened, or I don't know, should I edit it to like cut out some stuff, like, because what I'm working on, I mean, there will be some downtime and I'll try to like stop recording, but I don't know if you want to see everything that I'm doing or not. So I don't know, I just need a little feedback from you on what you need or what you want. Okay, at 1:56 we need a new camera. Which I don't know what happened on that camera. What the hell? Oh God, I'm making back rooms by accident. Oh God. Oh no. I didn't mean to make the back rooms, but I made the back rooms. This is not intentional at all. All right, let me. Oh God, now I'm inside the wall. This is the back rooms. Good God, come on. I'm snapping. I'm snapping. You just snapping. Okay, you know what? I'm thinking I should actually separate these into separate stuff. So we'll do, that one is office. And then we're going to save this as office 2. This is usually, if I'm doing multiple angles in a single scene, I'll separate it into Blender files, because more often than not, I have to go back and correct something once it finally gets into Premiere, and I'm like, oh shit, I came off the eye line, or whatever. All right, let's switch back to camera 1, and let's see where we're at.
The next day, he walks into his boss's office, and he
Pulls out.
a
I kind of want the camera to push in as he's walking in, just a little bit. It's like, that's one of the best things about this, is that I'm doing it in 3D, and so given that little
to his boss's office, and he pulls out a bag. To his boss's office, and he pulls.
like showing depth, I think people really enjoy.
Boss's office, and he pulls. To his boss's office, and he.
There is one spot where he like that spot where he jumps way too far ahead. Let's get rid of that.
And he pulls.
Yep. Okay. All right. 161 is where that's going to end. Let's go ahead and render that out. And you know what? Maybe it's the rendering that I need to cut out. I don't know. Or maybe you enjoy me talking shit while I render. Okay. So that was supposed to be Office 1, but we'll save it. It's, oh no, some stuff is showing when it shouldn't be. Guess we'll have to see as it goes. Yeah, so I was just looking on Reddit and I saw something that I found interesting. And I thought you would enjoy it. What was it? Let me scroll way back up here. I know I'm getting close. Oh, yeah, here. I don't know if you can see my phone because I've got this polarizer on. Yeah, you kind of see it, but it's like pink and bluish. Okay, I went to the eye doctor for an infection. I took my contacts out, but when I put them back in, there was a second pair of contacts in the case, and I put some random person's contacts in my eyes. That's what the picture is. Oh my god. That is fucking awful. I couldn't imagine, man. I used to wear contacts way back in the day. And they made my eyes blue. I don't know why. I just thought that would be cool. And yeah, that didn't last long. I think I got over that pretty quick. I don't really like contacts. I feel weird when they're in my eyeballs. And I know you get used to it after a while, but I don't know. I like the glasses, and I'm kind of glad I stuck with them because now I use these Meta Ray-Bans, and I use them all the time for like filming and listening to podcasts and stuff. I swear to God, this is not a sponsorship. I'm just talking about my glasses. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna render while I record because like you're probably not getting a whole lot of value, and I can do that. I can let my computer render all this shit on its own. So we're gonna save that as Office 1 again. I'll go back and render it. And this is one of those things where I'm like, I would really like a computer that could handle rendering super fast. And I just don't think that the laptop is capable of it. All right, so we are starting at 161 because that's where that one ended. We'll just go to 350 for now. And that's where this new camera kicks in. I go down the timeline, press Control B, and that's where the new camera starts. Just back it up one frame. All right.
Pulls out a bag with a liver in it.
Pulls out a bag with a liver in it. All right, I want to show him as one frame first. Like this. Wow, okay. Let's do the pass route thing. Am I even in the camera? Should be. All right. We're going to set him right here, and then I'm going to go to the next frame and make him fly upward 10 feet. And now, wherever the other one is that I want to show, it will fly downward. Where the fuck is it? Nope. Nope. Okay, there we go. For a second there, it looked like he was holding a gat. All right, here is the liver bag, and we'll just put that right there. And one before it, we will shoot that one up 10 feet in the air. Now, they will switch. All right, here's the issue. The bag doesn't look like a liver. Oh my God, I got that freaking nose snot thing going on again. It's like right at the tip of your nose. And I think it's probably just because I used nose spray just a second ago. That's probably what it is. That's got to be what it is, right? All right, let's open up some Photoshoppy. This is the fun part. Oh god, there's gonna be so many cringy things going on in these videos. Oh man. I do a lot of work at night too in my other office, and which is in my bedroom. It's just right next to my bed. I got like 3 monitors set up in there, and I have a very long HDMI setup that sends the signal from in here into there. And so I don't know if it's worth trying to figure out how to record in there too, or maybe that's just too much going on. All right, let's go ahead and bring in Doofus. I wish these were bigger. Okay, that one's not. Okay, here we go. Here's the guy. Let's drag him into Photoshop. And I don't know how to phrase this for Photoshop. Like, put a liver in this bag. What happens if we do? Like, let's just like, I have no idea what to expect here, but this, let's just see. All right. Don't want it to go completely to the edges. All right, gin fill. Let's see what you got. Bag with a liver in it. Let's see what happens. I have a feeling it's going to say it can't do it. Like, it's just going to say that goes against a policy or some bullshit that it does. Okay. A bag, and then ABBA. Cool. You want to try that again? Bag with a liver in it. ABBA. What could it possibly think I meant? Question. Okay, now it doesn't know. It's just giving me a question mark. I guess that's the closest thing to it. What is with the A's? Okay, I saw a lot of complaints today on Reddit about Adobe's gin fill and how it kind of sucks. And yeah, I guess I guess they're onto something. Let's go with ChatGPT. The bag the man is holding. Let's generate that as a transparent PNG asset. Sorry. Okay, the bag the man is holding. Let's generate that as a transparent PNG asset. I need to add a liver into the bag. So please try to generate a bag with a liver in it. Slightly weighing it down. Slightly weighing it down. Transparent PNG, again. I don't know what's going to happen here, but I do have a button that I would usually press that just says full body transparent PNG. It's like, I hate to retype that, but if you want to get the kind of characters that I do, you always have to type that at the end. Otherwise, it'll try to fill in the background. And as of right now, GPT is the only AI that does good PNG assets. And you can talk to it like a human and correct anything about these. It's not perfect, but it's the only thing that really exists that scratches that itch. So yeah, I tried with Grok 4 yesterday. It couldn't generate a PNG, and I don't know if there are any other AIs out there that say they can or whatever, but this is a very specific niche use case for AI, and I think the only people that are doing what I'm doing have seen my content and want to try to create something like it, which is fine. I've seen a couple people do it, and it's good. that they're more like faceless, so it's just these characters. But whatever. I don't think it's important enough for them to update or make better, I guess. Okay, this is given goldfish in a bag from the carnival. The way that it's tied. I mean, it didn't add the hand, so like that's awesome. Fucking hell yeah, GPT. Where's the liver though? Come on, give me that liver. Why is the bag so big? Why is it getting bigger? It's fine. Oh my god. Okay. uh, it's just like floating in the bag somehow. All right, whatever. All right, we can make that work. Let's. I could have done that myself and saved the time. I don't know. I just thought maybe it would make it like a brown blob in the bottom of it. I don't fucking know. I don't know what I expected. All right. We'll just use that that liver. Jesus. And it just got super warm in here for some reason. I don't know what to do about it. Okay, so now we have our liver. I feel like it needs to be like this. You know what I mean? Um, and I really should have just done it myself, but whatever. And then we can liquefy it a little bit to drag it down. It kind of looks like a turd, but you know what? That might be some good engagement bait. That's not a liver, it's a turd. Okay, got that part. How do I make it not show the other one? Is it in front? Nope. Blend? Nope. Behind? There. There we go. Sorry, I was just messing around with settings that you couldn't see because of my stupid face. Cool. There. Now we got our liver. Just, oh god. Okay. So, let me go ahead and create this into a group. I'm going to export this specific PNG. Let me make it a smart object. Okay, I made it a smart object, but like, why is it selecting so much over here? What's the dealio? When I export it, I don't want it to export this gigantic square, so let's see what else is over here. Well, that's the problem. Can I... Nope. Okay, let's just mask him out. Convert that to a smart object. Now, it should be his size, correct? Yep. And then we'll convert this to a smart object. And now we have a smaller version. Okay. Man, I'm so sorry, guys. I know that I'm blocking the area. Hopefully you heard what I said if you were curious about what I was doing over there. Maybe I'll make myself a little smaller. There. Anyway, all right, we will export that as a PNG. Something I have noticed. Yeah. All right. For some reason, the opacity on the stuff that GPT generates, you'll see these lines, and it's like not fully opaque. Like, it is, you can see the background a little bit through them. So if you duplicate them once, you'll see all those lines disappear, and it blends it in more. And you can do that in Blender, which I've had to do a lot. But since I'm already here, I might as well just do it here, because it's a lot easier. Just duplicate and then export that. All right, export this guy as a PNG. I'm just gonna put them in downloads for now. Liver guy 1. Liver guy 1. Liver guy 1. Yeah, you can see that they're kind of sparkly, and if I'm gonna duplicate them, then like it won't render the sparkles as much if I can slightly move them. And so that's the big issue there. But we will figure that out later. For him, I mean. Let's go ahead and hide this dude, and I want to add the new one, which is in downloads. This guy with the liver in his bag. Oops. Then stretch him up. Looks pretty solid. Let me take up this roughness and down this IOR. Make him less shiny. Yeah, you can see that he is not really see-through, but he is. And I wish there was a way to tell GPT to fix that shit, but there's not. And you know what? Beggars can't be choosers at this point. It's still doing a ton of work for me. Let's back it up one frame, and I need to send him into the stratosphere. Oh, no. Did I switch to German? Yep, I did. So I lived in Germany for a long time, and now it doesn't make sense why, but I was using my German keyboard. I guess that's why. I was using my German version of this keyboard before, and so every now and then I'll hit some sort of shortcut that switches my language back to German, which switches the Y and the Z, because it's called a quartz keyboard over there instead of a QWERTY. And it's a pain in the ass, and especially if I'm trying to move things on specific axes, like X, Y, Z, and the Z and the Y switch, or the Z and the Y switch. It's a pain in the ass. Okay, so we'll send this guy into the stratosphere, 10 up there, and now we've got this guy. He needs to be walking. He's a walking. Pull him out.
Pulls out a bag with a liver in it and starts.
Okay, I tried to make him walk a little bit, but then, yeah, it kept going.
Pulls out a bag.
Yeah, there we go. He kind of bounces in there. That's what I was trying to accomplish.
Pulls out a. Pulls out a. Pulls out a.
Okay, there's like a missing frame here. There it is. All right. Where did he go? Yeah, there we go.
Pulls out a bag with a liver in it and starts shit.
All right, how can I make this shake in his boss's face? Like, I want it to zoom in and the arm be moving the liver. I think I've got an idea for this, but let's see here.
Pulls out a bag with a liver.
All right, so if this is the angle I want to start with, is it? Let's see. Yeah, it's fine. I just need to... Wait, where the fuck is the chair? Where's the chair, guys? Oh, that's not even the right chair. I must have put the wrong chair in there. There it is. All right. So, one issue that I deal with, but I like the way that I do this. And you know what? I'll show you on my phone. I like the way that I do this. I gotta bring this microphone with me. I hook my camera up. Damn, how am I gonna do this? Oh, let me clip it to my glasses. 1 second. God damn it. Damn it, I took a picture on accident. Okay. Now, I like the way I do this. I think I said that a couple times already. But I usually have... Here. That's what I'm looking for. I usually have my phone in this thing, and it's vertical, and I use the widest lens. So, technically, it's like this is what you're seeing. And it's slightly above my head, and I like that angle because I like how dynamic it feels, and it makes me adjust my my camera. I have to adjust the camera in Blender to be 15 millimeter to match my wide angle lens, which is like 13 millimeter, I think, but it feels better at 15 in there. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I do like this like upper angle because it feels more dynamic when the camera's like moving around. But the problem is when I know I'm doing a lot here, but when I'm filming from up here and then the camera in Blender is down at this angle like we're doing in here, it's not going to match the way I look, right? So that's what I'm about to fix. But something that you might be interested in is when I am filming myself, I need a little monitor, and so that's what this is. It's a Raspberry Pi with an HDMI to USB-C connector, and then on the back of my clip, I have another clip lock or whatever it's called, and it just kind of snaps in there like so, and then yeah, and then when the phone's there, I plug it in, and it shows me what I'm looking at. The only problem is I don't have the power run to it, but the power comes from right here. I must have taken the cable out. Yeah, and just to kind of show you what I'm working with, I finally got these two big-ass tube lights from Newer. They're clipped up there, and the power is run along these 4 smaller tube lights, which lights up the entire green screen cyc wall, and then the other one is on the other side. And I need to smooth this out a little bit more. But yeah. And then from my angle, you'll see, I'll be seeing this, and that's my headlight, and I've got a little polarizer film on there, so combined with the polarizer filter that goes on my glass, or on my phone, it gets the reflection out of my glasses. And then I got one down here that lights my jeans. And yeah, then these are my 2 body lights, which I got one flipped around to give me a little backlight today. And that's how that works. And yeah, the cyc wall, it needs to be cleaned up a little bit. I don't have like an even cut. There's like so much more green screen fabric that I actually ordered. I mean, I ordered a ton, so I could probably make another entire cyc wall if I had to. But yeah, that's how I record. I guess that might seem interesting, so I figured I'd show it. And yeah, I've got everything kind of... The power starts over here where the air conditioner is. That's why I have my noise gate on, because that's loud. It's on right now, but you might not hear it as much as you would if I took the noise gate off. And yeah, and then that's the power, and it runs up to that, which is kind of sketchy, but whatever. And then all the power runs over, and I have a little bit of a split power there, where it comes down and it powers this light and this Raspberry Pi, and then it goes down and powers that light, and these 2 plugs go to the body lights. That's how it works. Oh, okay. I thought that felt really hot for a second. It doesn't, but it freaked me out. Yeah, anyway, I guess we'll get back to work. For those that don't know me, I worked for a company called vidIQ, and I gave YouTube advice for the past 3-4 years or whatever. And so there's my gold play button from vidIQ. And then this is my most recent silver play button for the John Scott channel, the one that we're making the animation for. And yeah, so I just figured I'd give you a little bit of behind the scenes. I was showing you because of the downward angle. So let's correct for that now. Let me just hit stop. Okay, now we can correct for that. Now you can see how I actually clipped the mic on my glasses. I'm just going to leave it there for now. I think it's still working. Okay, so the thing is, I need to... I'll show you exactly what that issue is now. The camera's at a lower angle, but my camera is shot from an upper angle, and so it looks like I got really, really tiny legs and like a huge torso compared to these guys. And so what I want to do is, this part will be funny. Wait a second. What am I doing with my hands here?
Pulls out a bag with a liver in it and starts shaking it.
Oh shit! I'm actually watching the situation, so I need to. Yeah, I need to make this from an upper angle, unfortunately. What I was going to do is bend my legs to make it look like I was sitting down, but where my hands are and what my head is doing, it's not going to look right. So let's go ahead and do the upper angle then. And this is how you problem solve. And so once I get to that perfect angle, me and the dudes will kind of look like we're on the same camera. Let me back that chair up. Actually, I can have me sitting down still. Yeah, that looks fine. Yeah, let's just do it like that. Cool. All right, let me get rid of this passer out thing.
Pulls out a bag with a liver in it.
All right, I want him to be either further back. Hold on, maybe I can pull the camera over. Son of a bitch, let me just grab the camera. There. I'm trying to find the right spot to have my head in the mix. Maybe it's this kind of situation. Let's figure this out.
Pulls out a bag with a liver in it.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. But the walk up doesn't feel right now. Man, I don't like it. It's too high. It's too high above me. Fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna keep it just like this and move my legs. Me being under it looks so much better. And also, like, it doesn't really matter what I look like. I'm not really the star of the show here. So what I'll do is, I don't want my hands to show underneath. So I'm gonna end up extending my legs just a bit. Whoops, wrong one. That part won't show. Oh, I just realized that I pulled that chair off its base. Oh no! Broke my leg sideways. Let's just undo all that nonsense. Last night I started watching Star Trek Next Generation again, probably for like the 20th time, and every freaking time, it is just amazing. Oh man, now it looks like I got super tiny legs. Or is that... Are those my legs? Yeah, okay. Oh god. Alright, that's better. You know what? I need to I need to do something about this. All right. Let's isolate the problem. I'm going to cut off my legs. Enter there. Why did that cut not work? There. All right, and then we're gonna take this cut down. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. The problem was my legs were looking super skinny and it just didn't make sense. And these are like the details that don't really matter, but this is the kind of shit that I get lost in. And this is kind of what I like to do. Let me see if I can dissolve that vertice there. All right, so I know that the problem was my leg was too thin looking. How can I... Let me just connect it up there. I'm like backtracking over work that I shouldn't have done already. So you can just ignore what the fuck I'm doing right now. All right. So let me just separate those as their own thing and widen them out a little bit. That's fine right there. Nobody is ever gonna pay that much attention to it, but it does look better. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and do the pass route thing again. Passapartout. All right, these guys need to be in the eye line just a little bit more. Yeah, the straight on looks so much better with me sitting there now. Let me put in that keyframe and well, what the hell? How am I supposed to... Oh my god, I hate when I build a room and the walls get in the way and there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, let's move the whole chair back. There we go. The biggest issue right here is that the chair itself is not showing behind my shoulders, which I don't. I just want it to be visible. So let's make that chair a little bit bigger at the top. And she's so high above me. She's so lovely. Okay, cool. Looks fine now. All right, let's render that image and see what it looks like. Make sure everything's good to go, and we can move on from there. It looks great. Looks fantastic. What did I do? Oh, there we go. Cool. All right. Dude walks in. Bow.
Out a bag with a liver in it. Pulls out a bag. Pulls out a bag with a. Pulls out a bag with a.
All right, I'm gonna do a slow pull in or push in. Right there.
Pulls out a bag with a. Pulls out a bag with a. Pulls out a bag with a.
You know, this whole thing happens way too fast. Let's see if I can slow the guy down just a tiny bit.
Pulls out a bag.
Okay, and then I have to do this.
A bag with a.
Yep, cool. All right, now the liver part where I say liver, I want to go and go super close to it. And actually, I accidentally turned, like I went more towards me and turned right, and that was not intentional, but I do like the framing. Like you got the liver in the eye line, and then there I am in the bottom left that just kind of still telling the story. It might help if it's a little further back so I can push in on it. And then, yeah, all right, there's the eye line. Cool. That's fine right there. All right, and I want to push in on it. Now, here's the problem. We got this boss that should be showing shocked Pikachu face here in a minute. So,
Deliver in it and start.
okay.
Deliver in it and start shake. Deliver in it and start shake.
All right. You know, I would love to actually like show from a POV, the shaking and like in the boss's face. Actually, let's try that. Okay. I just need to give ChatGPT an image first. This boss here, I need to pull into Photoshop and do something about him. So let's do that. I'm just gonna isolate him. Gonna mask him down. Then we'll duplicate him because we know that that gets rid of all those little lines in there. Down, there they go. And then convert him to a smart object. Which I'm sorry, I know I keep doing all this shit and not showing you. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Yeah, so actually, so I circled him, I hit the mask button, and then I duplicated it, and I'm right clicking both duplicates, converting them to a smart object, and now it's just one guy. Damn it, I just hit G like I could move like in Blender. And then I'm gonna go ahead and export him as a PNG alone as boss, and that's what I'm gonna give ChatGPT. First, I need a version of him that is straight on. Where is he? Didn't I just... Yeah. Whoa, hold on. What's going on here? Okay, I'm trying... Okay, for some reason, everything was getting selected. And I think it's when you hit the day. Shit. Okay, when you hit the day, everything gets selected. All right, I don't usually look at it from the tile view anyway. It's usually something like that. Or I don't sort... I don't know. I don't fucking know. All right. Let's give that to ChatGPT and specify. Get rid of all this other stuff. This boss character you created, can we generate him shocked from a front view? I need it for a different angle in the animation. Actually, that's probably not necessary to put. I'll just put full body transparent PNG. Yeah. And me telling GPT that it created that character, the reason I do that is because at one point I tried to give it an image that it created, and it looked so realistic that it thought it was an image of a real person. And so I try not to change the names that I save them as, because it says ChatGPT image generation. Hold on. This is what it says. ChatGPT image July 11, 2025, and it says the time. And so since the title and metadata comes straight from ChatGPT, it usually doesn't cause a problem me putting it back. But if I edit it even slightly, then I think it's better if I specify like, hey, you created this, by the way. This isn't a real person. You made it. Now I just need it at a different angle. And yeah, that's helped some. Yep. Man, I hope. I don't know. I'm like super insecure feeling about this, me recording myself working. I just hope that it's helpful to somebody. I hope that this might be like a second screen channel that you can just put on and listen to me yap and create and stuff. And I mean, everybody in my Discord knows that I've been kind of in this struggle of what else to do with my content. Um, Outside of the animations that I'm making, I wanted like another channel or something where I can vlog and just put everything that I want on it. Like sometimes my cats do something funny. Where the fuck am I gonna put that? You know, it's not an animation short. So yeah, I don't know. I wanted John's studio or something along those lines. And I got to give a shout out to the 30 for 30 crew in Discord, because you all have like stuck with me through these like crisis moments where I'm trying to figure this out, and you've given me great advice. Road Reality, I want to especially thank you for always like providing this angle that I need to hear. You guys are just super great, super great. Something weird is happening with that background, I think. Yeah, when I look at the liver, I don't see any box stuff, but when I look at this guy, I can see a little bit of boxiness behind him. Nope, okay, it's fine. All right. Though I don't love the cartoon-ish nature of what's going on here, I'm fine with it. I'm just gonna... Whoa, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, that was still copied? That's funny. This was still on my clipboard, and this is what I sent back to GPT. That I can actually show you what the problem was. So, this... You can see that this is more of a cartoon. Actually, no, I'll just show you the conversation because I talked about it earlier and I think it would provide some good context. So, I said business casual. Okay. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, there we go. So, this guy, it kept generating like a really realistic, awesome looking character, and then it would switch to like a cartoon face guy, right? And so I would try again, and I'm trying to make him lay down, but eventually I just had to cut off his legs and stick him in the bed. But yeah, it happened the same here. Like he was looking great. Now he looks sort of like Jefferson Fisher for some reason. And I brought it up, and I don't know what's going on. It deleted my text, and it says, "Yeah, you're not crazy. That's a real thing that happens. Here's what's going on. You see the preview first." Why did it delete my problem? Like I confronted it. That's weird. But I want it to look realistic. That's basically what I said. And it said, got it. And this is what it generated. But halfway through, this is actually what the generation looked like. And you can see it's probably a little blurry, but it looks so much more realistic and great than cartoon face here. And so I don't know why it does that, but that's the problem I was bringing up earlier. And I brought it up a couple times, and I'm like, fuck it, it's fine, whatever. And I gave up, and it does it. It just makes these cartoony, doucher characters, but in the context of the animation, it doesn't matter. Okay, rant over. I kind of want to just like do the duplication part in here already and just export it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Because I don't like the way it looks when he's see-through. We're gonna do boss 2, and then I also need... Did I do the sideways boss? Yeah, I need to change that guy. Yeah, so where are we at here? Yeah, that's the guy I want to change into boss. Let's go ahead and add him. Boss, right there. And so, I mean, here you can see an actual, like, spot-on difference. Let me change the of you've got kind of sparkly guy over here, and then because I duplicated him and exported him in Photoshop, he's actually not see-through anymore. And so I'm just going to replace old guy with that one. Delete him. Okay, so I want to generate a version of him with his arms down. Keep opening this Captain Picard thing that I'm trying to do. Let's start a new chat, and we'll drag him back in, but with his arms down. Please generate this character with his arms down, standing casually at the same angle, full body transparent PNG. And yeah, because when he holds the lever out, I want his arms to go up, right? So he's standing there not knowing what to expect, and then he's like, oh. Oh, yeah. This, and I've already been recording for 50 minutes. It's crazy. I mean, I know that this stuff takes a long time, but it's just, it flies by when you're actually working on the stuff. All right, so I've got that version of the guy, and we can change him right there, I guess.
The liver in it.
I wonder if I can put his face that close,
The liver.
and if it would be noticeable.
The liver in it. The liver in it. The liver in it.
Liver in it. I don't want him to start moving before the camera.
Liver in it. The liver. The liver in it. With the liver in it.
Yeah, it's too noticeable. Let's keep him in the same spot. So it starts.
Pulls out a bag. Pulls out a bag. Bag with the liver. A bag with the liver in it. Pulls out a bag with the liver in it.
Man, it jumps in 3 frames. That's not great. Let's back those frames up.
With the liver in it.
Actually, nothing is wrong with this right now. This is where I'll change the camera. So we're gonna save that, and then we're gonna save Office 3. Go back to Office 2. And I just want him to change his arms. That's the last thing we got to do for that one. Oh my god. Come on, man. At least give me the full damn picture. Okay. Good thing I know Photoshop. Why did I bring up Discord? All right. Honestly, if I could ask it to fix it, but this is probably faster. Just me doing it myself. Okay, then we'll circle his body here. Keep that. Then we will invert that mask and then connect the dots. Which should be pretty easy. Something along those lines. Yeah. Why is all the smoothing is way up and it's not soft. Right now I'm just painting on different pieces of a mask. As you can see, if I get rid of the old one, you can see this is what I'm doing. And then the legs are going to be a little fucky, so let's just fix that there. That was a lot easier than I expected. Get rid of the old legs. Out with the old and with the new. Oh, shit. I need to keep the hand. That's like the important part. All right, that is pretty much done. I'll fill the rest in with black because I want to get rid of that hand. Oops, wrong one. Black. And then we will duplicate that one, and we're good. All right, cool. We'll go ahead and convert that as a smart object. Quick export as PNG. This one would be boss 1. Yeah, we'll just do boss 1 because I didn't use it yet. All right, so let's. Since he is like the exact same shape and standing in the exact same spot, I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate the boss that we have and then change the texture. And so it should change like only his arms. Oh shit. Did I do that wrong? What's going on here? Why does he have this weird white outline thing? Let's give me a second. Sorry. Is the outline noticeable, first of all? How noticeable is it? Okay, it's not that noticeable. Fuck it. I think I screwed up in the way that I did the mask. I'm sure that there's like little bits of white around his edges and stuff like that. And I mean, that can sometimes make a huge difference. But yeah, this is fine. So he's standing, and then the guy, he needs to move his arms when the guy reacts. And again, the way that I'm switching them is there's 2 different versions of them standing in the exact same spot, and one is like 10 foot high, and one is standing. And then the next frame, I just bring that one 10 foot down and bring the other one 10 foot high, and so it just that's how it switches. Yeah, because if you that's where the other one is right now, and then you'll see it switch to this version. Wow, he didn't. I guess he wasn't 10 foot, but oh yeah, there he is. I just had a frame. So, whoops, sorry. So every time one guy goes up, the other one goes down. Yeah, you get the idea. I'm sure that there's another way to do this. I've had it brought up to me that I could change things, but like it's fast, and that's kind of the most important thing when you're doing work like this. Just whatever works for you, right? All right.
Bag with a liver in it instead of
Shake. Okay, so now I'm gonna put that at 270. That's where it ends. Save that as Office 2, and then Office 3. I'm a little worried that this is gonna cut off at an hour, so I'm just gonna stop recording and start recording again. Check 1, 2. Okay, it's still working. All right. Cool. Let's see here. I needed to start at 270. Shaking it in his boss's mouth. Okay, so I want to have this angle. Let's get rid of boss man here. And we're gonna bring in, oh no, boss man. All right. Two things I always do for Blender users. When I drag these characters in, you can see that the light reflects kind of weird off of his body, like he's a flat surface, and that's what we don't want. And so I always bring the roughness up to 1 because he shouldn't be shiny like glass or whatever. And I bring the IOR down to 1. And so that makes the light reflect the exact way that I want off these characters. It reflects harder. It's harder for reflections to reflect off dark colors and easier on light colors, and it just looks better. So that's how I do that. I can go ahead and, you know what? I don't know. Maybe it's beneficial to keep me right here. Let me know if that annoys you or not. Because like some of this stuff, you guys probably want to be able to see the settings. Actually, you know what? There's never anything down here that I need really. Occasionally, I will switch the panel, but you can still see it. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna leave myself down there from now on. We'll see how that goes. All right, so this one starts and it needs to be up in this guy's face. I don't need to be in this shot. Let's bring him forward. Bring the camera up. Make sure he's in the eye line. And then we can get rid of that. And what I want is a POV like holding the bag with the liver in it. So the only thing I can think to do, and this is why ChatGPT is the best for this, is to show the liver guy that we've got, but only show the arm and export that as its own thing and say, okay, hey ChatGPT, here is an arm holding a bag with a liver in it. I want the POV version of this transparent PNG, and we'll see what it can do. Arm, bag. Let's see how that works. And let's okay, so that's got the bag with the liver in it. And you know what? If I could just have the hand holding that, I could probably use this image now. But let's see what it's got first. This is an arm holding a bag with a liver in it. I need a transparent PNG of the arm holding the bag away as if it is a POV shot of the shot from the man holding the bag. A first person view of the bag holder. Oh wait, view from the bag holder's perspective. Transparent PNG. I'll just say it again, just in case. I've had this problem a lot. So let me think here. How can I do that if it doesn't work? Because I don't know how to. I don't know how to prompt it. I can take a picture of my own arm and then Photoshop the sleeve that matches the guy. And that, this is one of those things like that's too much work for what it is, but like I have the vision now and I want to see it through, so it is what it is. But let's see what ChatGPT can cook up for us. Boom. So yeah, the 30 for 30 in my Discord. Go to discord.gg/John Scott. That's what my Discord is. That's how to get to it. That's how to join it. But in there, you'll see an event, 30 for 30. It's like a channel. I already explained what it is, but yeah, 30 minutes a day for 30 consecutive days. You have to dedicate that 30 minutes to improving something that you want. Some people are doing meditation. Some people are spending more time with their kids. Some people are learning drawing. Some people are improving their singing. I'm making sure that I get out every day, and I usually do it between 7:30, 8:30, something like that. And I filmed the whole thing. So today is day 11, and here in like 3 hours, I'll be filming that. But there are 10 other videos. Damn, this is not going to look the way that I want it. That's still third person, kind of. Yeah, that's not good. But anyway, yeah, there's still like 10 other 30 for 30 videos that people have been watching, and they've wanted a playlist of these to watch on YouTube so they don't have to stay in Discord to listen to them. And yeah, so I will be adding the playlist to this channel full of those 30 for 30s. I'll do it tonight after I edit this stuff together. But yeah. All right, how am I going to do this here? Let me quickly look at Adobe Stock just to see if there is arm holding. I don't know how to phrase it. Arm holding out. What's something, if there's a stock photo of like something showing a sign, maybe? I don't know. Showing your phone? No. Man, there's got to be something that I'm looking for here. Wait a second. I think I just saw something. This one is kind of close. Maybe I can make that work. Just change the hand. Okay. There we go. That hand I can use. That arm I think we can use. Oh no, wait. We need a sleeve anyway. Maybe Adobe can make the sleeve thing happen. Actually, maybe I could use that sleeve right there. And just change it to green or whatever color that guy's wearing. Okay, let's try to do something in Photoshop now. So we will, wait, I don't know why I didn't just use the one that it made, the sleeve that it made at least. It's close enough. Okay. First, let's drag one of these guys in. We're gonna use number 2. Gonna use this hand to hold a bag with a liver in it. Livers, 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 livers. Liver, 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 liver. Alright, I need it to be like ridiculously stretched out to give it the vibe that we want. I know that's not how it looks, but I think this should be good enough. Liver, 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 liver. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, what's that color? It's like greenish. Let's see if I can colorize it. Let's see if we can turn this suit greenish. Shall we? We shall. We shall. And it'll be fun. We're going to have fun doing it. If you don't think it's fun, then you can get out. All right, colorize. That is not what I wanted. There we go. And we're going to do green. That's a little more leprechaun than I needed. There. That's kind of the color, right? Am I crazy? I am crazy. It's more like a brown. There. There. That's fine. Okay. Now we got to get that liver. Let's get that liver, guys. Nope. Let's try. I don't want the thumb to be totally fucked. Let's try Adobe Stock, or Adobe Stock, Baggy, just to see if it can make. We've encountered a problem. Bag, maybe. Maybe if it was gonna make a bag of weed, I bet, and that's what it stopped. Like, I can't help that you're generating bad things, right? And if you got too much skin tone on a model and you try to extend it, it'll try to make bad stuff. And it's like, that's not my fault. Okay, this is not gonna work. And it's like, you broke the law. Like, you broke it. You did something bad. That's how they treat you. No, I didn't. This sucks, guys. This is not turning out at all the way I want it. That looks pretty good. I think. What happens if I do something like this? You know, the hand is just kind of screwing it up for me. What other kind of hands can we find? It's like the hand is just in the way now. You know, but just seeing this picture kind of makes me think it's funny. And so I'm at a point where I'm realizing that this is not that big of a deal. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it like this. I like the sleeve we made. Let's go ahead and keep the sleeve. Sleeve is fine. We're just going to do it like this. And that sleeve gives us that better POV look anyway. So yeah. Okay, this is fine. Whatever. It's I was overthinking it. Okay, I want to export the whole thing as a giant PNG. So POV, just keep it a POV. Did it work? Did it work? I don't see it up there. There it is. Okay. All right. Let's see how that looks. Hopefully it looks fine. Image, mesh plane, POV. There we are. Damn it. Okay. We do have a little bit of an issue, but this is going to be fine. How do I make it to where it's not in his face? Okay, the issue that I'm having is the edges of this are like fuzzy, and I don't like that. But this is gonna work. So all I gotta do is have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. Yeah, you can see like this tiny little glow around it, and that's the shit. That's the shit you don't want. Stupid shit. Okay, we can figure that out. Let's maybe the object select will do it. Whoa, incorrect. What is it selecting back there? Okay, so I see it's selected like this. Let's just go ahead and mask it. I think that worked, actually. I don't see that fuzz anymore. But just to be safe, let's double click the mask, crank up the contrast, smooth it just a tiny bit, radius up to 1 pixel, and now we have our new PNG. We can just export that. Yeah. Quick export as the POV PNG. I'm going to save over it, and then maybe it'll just go ahead and auto replace. But it's not the same size, so it'll fuck up its position. It should. Oh, it didn't change it. Alright, that's alright. Let me go ahead and reload it. Yeah, I was going to say it should change this size. But that fuzz is gone. No more fuzz. Alright, it's going to start with the hands super close. And what we're going to do is use depth of field on the bag itself. So it will blur out shit behind it. Yeah, and you guys got to see how I did that. Alright. Alright, we got the bag. Man, that's going to look great, actually.
Shaking it in his butt.
Oh, piss. Fuck. Damn. Damn it! I moved the freaking camera. Now I can't undo it. Alright, well, let's see if I can put the camera back where it was supposed to be. Come on. Man, I feel like that's not it now. It's pretty close. All right. Camera is set. That's where the camera is. All right, now we're going to save it.
Shaking it in his body.
We're going to move. All right, first, I just want to shake it. So.
Shaking it in his boss's face. Shaking it in his boss's face. Shaking it in his boss's face.
Shaking it in his boss's face. Shaking it in his boss's face. Okay, and then now that I get it shaking, I'm gonna animate the delta, which is like, for those that don't know, there's two modes of transforming. Like you can transform its location, its rotation, how big it is, the scale, and then on top of that, it like there's delta transform, which gives you like an adjustment layer on top of it. So if I was trying to shake it back and forth and then also move it this way, I couldn't do it because I'm already using that axis in a lot of these keyframes that I've just made. But there's delta transform, which I haven't even touched, and delta also adjusts the, yeah, it's just like a second transform that, you get it. All right. I need to animate it on the x-axis and then slowly pull it away on the x. So the delta is only moving it this way, and then the transform is moving it every which way during the shaking.
Shaking it in his boss's face. Shaking it in his boss's face. Shaking it in his boss's face.
All right. Let's get this camera movement going.
Shaking it in his boss's face. Shaking it in his boss's face. Shaking it in his boss's face.
I think that I need to pull it further away. Oh, damn, it doesn't go further. Maybe I can... Damn it. Push it up a little bit. And then the last thing I want to do is I want his eyes to look down at it. Maybe... Yeah, you know what? Maybe that's overdoing it. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. I just need to move on.
Shaking it in his boss's face. Shaking it in his boss's face.
It's pretty good. Honestly, I think that's...
Shaking it in his boss's face.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go ahead and export these and get them rendering. I got to go eat dinner, and then I got to do the 30 for 30. So if you stuck around for this whole thing, then great. Please let me know what you want to see, what you want me to cut out. I'm just going to leave it all raw for this one. And that way you can, I don't know, you can critique accurately. Okay? Anyway, if you stuck around, thanks for watching. I don't have an in-screen video to point to, so I'll just point to one of my animations on my main channel for now. And you can hop down that rabbit hole. Okay? Go to discord.gg/JohnScott. There's the call to action. Go to my Discord. Okay? I don't even know if I can put stuff up on my in-screen right now because it's such a new channel. So anyway, discord.gg/JohnScott. Or you could use that link that I bought, discord.now, that goes to it, but a lot of people don't click on it because it seems like it might be malware or a phishing link or something. But it takes you to the same place, okay? Yeah, so till then, I actually, you know what? This went fine. I'll see you tomorrow.